Okay, our setting today is a grief counseling for adults. We have a one.
You're right.
Yeah, there you go.
We were talking about something else.
Can you repeat that one?
Yes, this is a grief counseling drumming percussion, basically percussion, because we're not just going to be strumming.
Okay.
For adults.
Okay.
Who have lost a loved one.
Oh,
It's like a monthly meeting that the hospice house would have, and this is one of our group meetings.
okay.
But you may or may not have ever attended. And you are more than likely not a musician.
So it could be a recent loss or a
Yeah. I'm
Wow.
going to cry if you have to.
I can cry on bed. I can make it work.
Hi. Welcome to the circle tonight. Tonight we're going to have some fun and enjoyment, expressing ourselves with instruments.
Okay, so we're going to have an interaction with instruments. We're going to have a clarinet, and then we're going to have some instruments of your choosing. It's important for us to, first of all, to listen to the clarinet and to hear the sound that we'll be listening for throughout the evening.
That is going to stop us all from playing.
That's right. Okay, so when you hear that sound and we're all playing together, that'll be our sign that we're going to stop, and that's when individuals play. Okay, so you have a choice. It's going to be your choice to decide what instrument you'd like. We put some things out, or you could choose a drum. So go ahead and get out of your seat and select your instrument. And feel free to go ahead and explore the sound of that instrument while everybody's And there's our cue that when we hear that, everybody stops and it's going to be an individual time. So between individual times, we're going to all be keeping a rhythm together, and this is what it's going to sound like. I'll do it once and then you can join me. Very good.
And you can choose to play that rhythm, but if you feel more comfortable playing something on your own, and that's okay too.
Well, that'll be what connects us between person to person. So the way this is going to work is we want every person to have an opportunity, if they would like, to express themselves on the instrument. Something that we don't always get to do on our day-to-day lives. So let me demonstrate with chanting what we're going to do first. She's going to come and she'll stand.
After I just play the cue.
Yes. Okay, so then she'll come and find the first one. Okay, so I have a choice. God bless you. I can either try to mimic that on my instrument, or she could give me the same cue. And I could do whatever I want. Okay? So, you have a choice. This is your time to enjoy your instrument sound. You might have any questions? Okay.
Or just simply releasing some emotion through the instrument.
Okay. All right, so let's work on getting our, let's do our rhythm that we're going to do together. I'll do it and then you can follow me. all. We're just expressing ourselves. There's no right or wrong. So anything you do is going to be great. Right? So just enjoy and have a good time. Let's just start with our rhythm.
I know y'all were probably going to go into a discussion, right?
Well, I can always.
You could always. Well, let's stop it here because just what you did was a great icebreaker. It was great, especially for this population where we're coming in apprehensive, we're coming in, we lost somebody. So everything you did was open-ended, like, oh, just find the instrument. Oh, you know, whatever you play is right. And, you know, we're so used to our family members saying, oh, well, you need to get over it, or you know, or people not knowing what to say. And this is a perfect thing about, you know, we always say music can express the inexpressible. Mm-hmm. Well, this is a perfect segue. Not only can it express the inexpressible, but it can lead to you expressing.
Right.
So this was a great improvisatory type thing where we can, I can see this really going into opening it up for some expression type.
Right.
Yeah. All right, anybody else want to comment on that?
I like that, like recognizing it might have been like a group of new people and like, or people had already been there, you would have the option of improvisatory or imitation or call and response type thing. I thought that was really good. Because I know, I remember in Rec Tech we talked about how like if you have a brand new group of people, they might not want to do the more open-ended stuff. They might feel really like afraid of that.
Yeah.
Now that I've done it, I would have probably said, you know, play as long as you want. And, and we could have even gone back, because I think, especially people that don't play an instrument, which are a lot of people in the world, you know, that haven't done that.
Thank you.
I think to go back to it again, they would have felt more certain, you know, since everybody was just playing such a little time bit. Yes.
I tried to cry, but I couldn't.
Because
like your speech was very good. You both were very.
You both were very positive.
Yeah,
I was
very
trying to be
positive.
very depressed too.
But it was a lot of fun, and it wasn't too demanding, and you could still participate and still.
And the whatever tune you were playing was really nice melody. It wasn't something that was obnoxious or too quiet. It was a fun tune. Kind of reminded me of Sailor Moon with the Piper. Thanks.
Sailor Moon with the Piper. I don't know about this.
Yeah. It was a episode where. Okay.
Let's stay on. Come on.
It's an easy instrument to communicate with. You know.
And it's one of the instruments that really, I don't know, it communicates. I know it's like speaking.
Yeah.
You know, I love the clarinet because of that. You know, yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying, I had a hard time trying to figure out how I ever use my clarinet and anything, but that just gave me more ideas, so I'm glad you did that.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Actually, it was his idea.
Oh,
You mentioned it in class,
Huh,
so we
well.
can use it.
all right. I guess that's what a teacher does sometimes. All right. All right, so on that same tone,
Would you like to move this?
Mhm.
To move some of
you
these?
can leave it there. Yeah,
Okay.
be fine.
Thank you, Jody.
All right. So, you all are, we're in like a support group, or it could be just any type of wellness group. And, so a lot of us, we want to say, how do you integrate things that are religious, but without putting religious ideas or trying to, throw that out at people. There's a lot of prayers and things that are very kind of broad and just are universal, like the Serenity Prayer.
Yes, I love
You know what I'm saying? So I used to use that a lot, refer to that, but I also used to give like a caveat, like if you don't believe, these are still wise words that we can use to perceive how we perceive the world. And so this is the same thing. This is the footprints in the sand. Okay? And so, let's see. Emily, can you read it for us right quick? Yeah. And when you think about, when it says Lord, so just like in AA, they tell, they say, the God of your understanding. So that could be, hey, my spirituality is when we get together in this group and we share. I feel the presence of, a higher power. So, don't take it verbatim unless you want to take it that way. Okay?
One night I dreamed I was walking along the beach with the Lord. Many scenes from my life flashed across the sky. In each scene I noticed footprints in the sand. Sometimes there were 2 sets of footprints. Other times there were 1 set of footprints. This bothered me because I noticed that during the low periods of my life, when I was suffering from anguish, sorrow, or defeat, I could see only 1 set of footprints. So I said to the Lord, "You promised me, Lord, that if I followed you, you would walk with me always. But I have noticed that during the most trying periods of my life, there have only been 1 set of footprints in the sand. Why, when I needed you most, have you not been there for me?" The Lord replied, "The times when you have seen only 1 set of footprints in the sand is when I carried you."
Okay, so what we're going to do today is we are going to kind of make that, how can we bring that to life? Okay, so one thing we're going to do, since we're on the beach, so we need a little ocean. It'd be easier to. Just keep those waves going all the way around. So we see all the little drums, so they all have the same voice. They all have the same footprint. So if everybody who has a little drum, just play like this. At the same time. I dreamed I was walking along the beach with you. Many scenes from our life flashed across the sky. In each scene, I noticed footprints in the sand. Sometimes there were 2 sets of footprints. Other times, there was just one. This bothered me because I noticed that during the low periods of my life, when I was suffering from anguish, sorrow, and defeat, I could only see 1 set of footprints. Everybody come back in? So I said to you, you promised me that if I follow you, you would walk with me always. But I noticed that during the most trying periods of my life, that there has only been 1 set of footprints in the sand. Why, when I needed you most, have you not been there for me? But then you replied, the times when you have seen only 1 set of footprints in the sand is when I carried you.
We get it, Brittany. We get it.
That's cool, man.
So,
That's very cool. Yeah.
and it's very simple, right? So we talked about taking the principles of relaxation activities, but yet it's little active. So those are the same principles of sedative type music, which gets people to just relax and things like that. So let's transfer that into a discussion. So, you know, in this poem, you know, the support that the person had, they found out it was the Lord. But for you, what are some supports that can help you in a time of need? What are some supports that people need? What are some places? What are some environments? What are some people in your life? Brittany?
My mommy.
Okay, okay. So there's been times where she's helped you when you've been in need. Okay, all right. Addison?
My friends.
Okay. Friends? Very good. Patty?
It's more of a place, but I love water. I've loved water since I was little.
Okay.
So that would go somewhere like walking around the lake or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
just to be like
Right.
having thinking time, you know?
Right, so there's things in life that make things more than the sum of their parts. And what I mean by that is that you think 1 plus 1 should equal 2, but sometimes 1 plus 1, it equals like a half. You know, what it should work out, it doesn't add up, you know. But sometimes 1 plus 1 can equal 3 because we have so much support in our life. All right. Shannon, what's your support?
Are we role playing right now?
Yeah, or whatever.
I like to have a glass of red wine at the end of the night,
Okay.
and that helps me to just calm and feel like, you know, I think about who processed the grapes, and I think about the process
Okay.
of the fermentation, and
Okay.
it just helps relax me.
Gotcha. Does anybody else want to say anything about their support?
I'm with Patty. I like nature.
Okay.
I like nature. I like the woods and walk around.
Okay.
Hear natural environmental sounds, traffic.
Okay. So what we've been talking about so far is awareness of our support that we already have. But what if somebody says, well, I don't have anybody? Well, that's real.
Mm-hmm.
But check this out.
Oh.
You control the environment and in turn controls you. Now,
So you say that to somebody who tells you that they don't have nobody. Is that what you tell them, or what do you tell them when they tell you that answer?
I'm about to say. Now, what we're here to do today is to make you aware of the supports that are out there. But you have to go and be a part of something, okay? We're gonna make that call. The social worker is gonna make that call. The music therapist is gonna show you where to go. But at the end of the day, you have to make the decision that you're going to keep going. If it's church, you got to keep going. If it's AA, you got to keep going. And so that's what I'm saying. Sometimes, if we want supports, we have to go around a place that's supportive or around people that support it. You know, it was one thing when we were kids, right? And we didn't have any control. But now, we're putting the ball in your court. So what's a place, Anna, that you can go that you think it might be a very welcoming environment? What's a place that you can go?
Here?
Here?
No, I'm asking you, are you talking
A
about?
place anywhere. What's a place or a group or a person that you can reach out to that, you know, instead of waiting for it to happen to you, but you go see it?
Well, for me, it's my best friend, but I wasn't talking about me. I was talking about, because I've met people that have been in that situation before where they literally don't have someone.
Right.
And how do you answer to that?
You, as a therapist, know the supports in the community. That's why you take music and counseling. That's why you take, you know the supports. And you give them these things. You lay these things out in front of them. And you help them to make decisions. That's why we do these things in lab, where decision making and things like that. But, you know, there are places to go, you know.
If they give you that answer, you know, you say, well, like if it's somebody that you've been in a session with previously, so you kind of know a little bit about them, maybe knowing what's out in the community, like if they like to go listen to music, you can tell them about like a music festival that's coming up that they can go to. So what he's saying is, you know, you control the environment that in turn controls you. So they're depressed, but if you give them all these different options of how to better themselves, then that's how they're going to get there.
Right.
Well, better themselves or just a social scene that they want to go to.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The fact that they're in a group like this is a big step.
Yeah.
Right.
If they whether or not.
I understand what you're saying, because if you're depressed and you hear that, that might be like,
Yeah.
what?
That's insensitive.
Right.
What you
But at some point you gotta tell people like it is, but then help them get to that place, right?
I'm gonna say like a group, because I've been in groups, and I think one of the best things to say is like, well, if you keep coming to group more, you will feel more support here. You will have more support in the group. So that can get them to keep coming back, and you keep.
Right.
And a group is usually your own peers, so who else can like identify with you better than that group?
Right. And to piggyback on that point, let's say we're in an acute psych facility. They're inpatient. Tell them to keep coming to outpatient services, because that's, you know, if that's the thing about when we have groups and things like that, is that even what we're doing right now is support. And, you know, like, well, you know, we can definitely during this hour definitely, you know, be there and listen to you and things like that. Yeah.
I mean, that's what I've done in my homeless shelter group.
Yeah.
Like, you know, a lot of people are like, well, I don't feel supported or something, but that group in and of itself has become a support network.
Right.
And several of them they met in that group, and therefore they've become really close, and that's their new best friend, and that's their support network.
Mm-hmm. Emily?
Yeah, and I was also going to say, using that as an opportunity to emphasize similarities between the group members, even if it's as straightforward as like, you know, we're all, you know, homeless or something, or we all are grieving a loss, like we at least can all identify, and I think that immediately gives you a sense of belonging.
Yeah.
I think it's so easy to just like focus on differences and how I'm different from you, but I think if you just kind of turn it in the other direction, it works.
Is there any way, just to get a little bit of insight, like we could really quick go around and talk about a place in the community right here? Because a place for me would be the Mickey Faust Community Theater.
Let's not do that right now, but I encourage y'all to do that amongst yourselves.
Right.
Okay?
Can I make an announcement towards the end of class related to that?
Yeah, the outlet.
Yeah.
All right. Yoga. All right.
No.
No, that passed already?
We never.
Oh, my
We
bad.
should though.
All right, let's talk about, let's switch gears and talk about, hey, why is that way up there? I don't know why that's way up there.
We're all in this together.
That's all I can do.
Okay, well that stinks. Maybe if I take it off of this.
So show us up or not?
That's amazing. The whole
I don't know why that's weird.
That's so weird.
All right,
Did
so
you like zoom in the screen or something?
Someone must
The
have
screen
messed
does
with
look partially.
anybody an expert at this stuff?
It says, well.
That's for the.
No, that's
Yeah,
for the
I think
program.
PowerPoint, so
It's
if
the
you
actual
shrink it,
like
not
Windows
No.
setup.
Yeah.
It was fine just a minute ago.
All right. Well, we'll try to turn the lights off so we can see the little small words.
Maybe you just move the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. It's like it normally
The
is.
whole window.
I don't.
No, the whole window
There we go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dang, Laura Meehan. She's me.
Yeah, but now can you see that?
though.
No.
Yeah, I get it.
You can widen
Widen
it. Well,
it from the right.
no, not that.
No, the thing in the bottom right needs to
Somebody
widen
go
it.
there and do it for them.
Okay.
Somebody do it for
Give me
us.
some support.
Transfer.
Oh yeah.
And then close
And can we
down
close
some.
this here? Maybe? Yeah. Bam. All right.
You're still gonna have to read it.
Bigger.
I'm gonna read it. I mean, let's just go with
I
that.
can't read it.
All right. So team building, corporate drum circles. Okay. So the first one says, all right. So we're gonna emphasize things like common mission, common motto, common values. Let me get over here so I can see. All right. So I just put some companies and Zappos. Zappos, what they sell online stuff. All right. So they have like this is their values. They say deliver wow through service, embrace and drive change, create fun and a little weirdness, be adventurous, creative and open-minded. All right. Let's get down. I'll come back to the school one. Let's get down to Yahoo, right? So Yahoo, they just hired Melissa Meyer from Google, and now she just told everybody they can't work from home. They have to be in the office. So everybody's like, oh, that stinks. We should have a drum circle to kick off this new thing. Now, shouldn't we? That would be a perfect time for a drum circle, right? A corporate, wellness drum circle.
For him to be in that office.
All right, so it says the values are excellence, teamwork, innovation, community, customer fixation, and fun. Okay? All right. So, everybody get your drums, get your drums, get your drums. You got it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay. In alphabet. Oh, you don't like that? No, let's not put that in my Okay. All right. Hey, everybody. So, you are employees of Yahoo. My name is Hakeem Leonard. I am a local music therapist, and I have come to kick off your new let's be at work, let's get stuff done, let's collaborate. All right. So first we're going to have our CEO come up and talk. Let's give her a rundown. Good. Hey, say a few words.
Welcome, everyone. I'm really sorry if you don't agree with my new policy. But I think it's for the good of our company, and I'm hoping this drum circle will really, make a cohesive work environment for all of us.
And before you sit down, can you do this?
Yes, definitely.
Everybody. Keep that going. So your first value is say drum. Here we go. Let's all play the drum. Good. Let's all play the Let's all play the oh. Let's all play the 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 See, but everybody in the company may, they have a different way of doing things, but it fits in the whole. How do you hear the rhythm? You want to get up? Come on.
Get up and get down.
How do you hear the rhythm? Do you hear like, or do you hear, let's all play the? Let's listen to, what's your name?
Chan.
Okay, go ahead.
I like to go out to eat.
No, let's all play the. Yes.
That's how I hear.
Give it a few more tries.
Let's all play the. Let's all play the. Let's all play the.
All right, good job. Let's all play the. 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 Without words. All play the. How do you hear it? Come on.
Come on up. Wait, I'm quiet.
Good, good. All right. All play the. 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 Keep that going. Can you do it? Yeah. All right. The purple ones. Hit it 3 times. Da, da, da. 1 time. Good. Actually, let's switch that around. All right, 1, 2, 3, ready. All right, you know what? I think I did the wrong thing with you guys. All right. All right, switch that up for us.
Ow! We are adults, keep going.
Yeah, be careful now.
See, oh, right here. Right here.
Did you see
Oh, I'm tired. I've seen your emails.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm here every time. Good. Okay, 1. Here we go. Ready? Ready? And. Alright, this is a major fail. But anyway.
We don't know that.
Alright, I know. But I'm just because we're out of time. Originally I was gonna do this on the organ instruments, but they don't have a G sharp. So I was gonna take let's all play the drum into the rhythm, and go into Beethoven and talk about a transfer of how we developed an idea as a corporation. Right? Yeah, but whatever. All right. So hold those. Let's talk through a couple more things. Thank you.
I have a question.
Yeah.
The little cap things.
Octavate. They take it down octave. And I personally think it causes more resonance too. Yeah.
You have to buy them separate. I didn't get them from my.
All right, put that down right quick. Let's do something else right quick. Okay. Let me tell you about your checkup. Okay?
Yes, please.
All right. There is a rubric here for you.
Are we switching like we did again?
Whoever went first, the first time.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. All right, so your rubric. I'm going to send this to you. I want to have clear hand signals, a clear stop and start. And then all of these don't apply to everything, right? So if it applies to a relaxation, it may not apply to a team building drum circle. All right. Appropriate recorded music, right? So we talked about the tempo and the type of instrumentation and whatnot. Let your verbal instruction and setup, be very proficient. Appropriate setting, age and setting appropriate activity. Confidence, that comes from preparation usually. All right, and yes.
So this is a relaxation?
No, this is for what you're gonna do. Your whatever checkup you choose to do. Right, these are the criteria. Okay. For grading. Okay. Appropriate phrases, vocabulary, pace. If you're doing relaxation, or appropriate discussion transfer. If you're doing like what we did today, where we did, y'all did like a support group, or I did a support kind of session, and then I went to conversation about how do you take that into your life, right? So appropriate, discussion. Clear transfer in your discussion, all right? Unlike the one I just did. All right. Adaptation for instruction, environment, or playing method. So that's more so to do, if somebody has a disability, but also, it's, if somebody, we've done activities in here where we had the rhythm we taught was too hard for a non-musician. So adaptation would just be the instruction. Let that be clear for a non-musician, right? Leadership. What's that say on the bottom? All right. So the last one is leadership, and that's going to be just kind of a confluence of, your voice is good for a group. Some people, nobody has that problem here. Too much. Behavioral, you know, you're giving adequate praise and appropriate praise for whatever population. And yeah, so that would be your criteria, yes.
What's the title of the PowerPoint that all this is under right now?
It's called Wellness PowerPoint, yeah.
So we're doing team building or relaxation.
You can do relaxation, you can do a support group, you can do a corporate type drum circle, you can do any of those.
And it's 5 minutes?
It's, let me see.
Yeah, we're like quickly. Let's try it.
Oh, so now it works.
No, this is
We'll just say, we'll cap it at, we'll say at least 4 and no more than 6 for your activity. So take a minute to set up if you need to. All right, so total with setup and everything, 7 minutes at the most.
And there is a required discussion?
No. I mean, like if you do relaxation, I mean, you don't have to necessarily do a discussion.
Because that was one of the criteria on the thing, that there was a clear transfer activity or discussion.
He said not all of
If
those
you do
apply.
that, yeah.
Oh,
That word
Right.
clearly, yeah.
Right.
So is this really different from what we've been doing?
Yes, the application of it is, yes. What, is the criteria for grading? No, I just wasn't super clear last time. So I just wanted to be very clear. Okay, yes, Nicole.
Sorry.
Oh.
Are we done with this? I was gonna make it.
Oh, did anybody else have any
Super
questions?
excited.
Yes.
Are we allowed to like use our phone? I'm sorry. No. Are we allowed to like if I want to bring up my guitar and like do like incorporate singing or anything with it, or is do you want just
You can, but drums need to be
the focal point?
a focal point. Definitely. Yeah. Yes.
Now, for relaxation, like what I'm thinking of, do they necessarily have to play the drums, or can I just be playing the drum with like some relaxation music going through a relaxation script? Because I'm trying to see what you want from like the relaxation we did on Tuesday.
Right.
There was no
Yeah,
instrument.
nobody was touching that.
And so that's where I was confused on
Okay.
how to. Yeah.
No.
Because
No. If the drums are an integral part of your activity, then that's fine. Yeah. I mean, if it's an integral part of, the instruction, yes. But if drums, for instance, are just played just because I got a meet requirement of playing drums, I'm gonna leave this open-ended like this. So drums need to be at a focal point. Do they all have to play drums? No.
Okay.
Okay.
So it could be just you playing and they don't have to play at all.
But yes, I'm gonna judge harshly, not just to say that. But if drums is just like, oh, I'm playing drums, that's.
I guess I'm confused then on how to do like a relaxation for this checkup then,
Yeah.
using drums, because
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
But we
I-
discussed.
Well, you use, like I said, like I did today, use the principles of relaxation, but don't do a full relaxation. Like use the sedative elements, use the ambient instruments, do a story that has lots of elements of imagery and let them play on the image elements or things like that.
And we also discussed that you could use the other percussive instruments, right? You don't have to use.
Yeah, the ambient.
Yeah.
So we use the ambient drum,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
we don't have to use this drum.
Right.
Did
Exactly.
you bring the little ocean drum? Because that big one is.
Yes. Sure. Yes.
That was about fall asleep.
Yes.
And are we switching days again? So if we're going on Tuesday, we go.
Right. The people who went Tuesday last time are going on Thursday. The people who went Thursday are going Tuesday. All right. Cool.
Okay, announcement. You can give up, but I'll just announce that the organization I'm part of that wants to bring like a mental health community center to Tallahassee, we're having a study session on Monday because we're starting to have general meetings the first Monday of every month. And so we're going to be at the Oasis Center and have it open till 2 a.m. and have coffee and Wi-Fi and room with movie and relaxation and a quiet study room because it's basically a giant mansion, so there's room for that. And we'll hopefully be getting an office there within the next few months. So yeah, if you don't want to come out, if you don't want to hang around church or all saints all night, then I'm there too.
There's a specific
It's on Paul Street. It's like Paul and
Yes.
Meridian. Okay. Yeah. So it's right here, kind of beyond.
No, these are the ones that
You're
I
going.
but I want to get into the one. That's the little ones. But they make them sound better.
Oh, I go there. Yeah, because the house used to be actually owned by, well, it's right by them. Oh, Ben, you're back.
It all just fell over.
So during the, I don't know, because I didn't go on the same day that I was supposed to go, but I'm going to assume that I'm not going to. What did you do first?
Right?
I didn't go when I was supposed to.
But it looks so cool.
I'm putting your iPad on the table.
I don't know if you heard it.
You know, I used to be a speedster.
Oh, really? Nice. You really want to be gold? Oh, that picture!
It's not a picture.
I know the picture. He should be the
You gotta search for it. You gotta search for it. No, it wasn't my profile picture. Thank you.
And we grew up to be cowboys.
Whatever. Whatever. I change words all the time.
Yes, you do.
The words that are the minimal important words.
Hey.
No, but you're right. I should. No, but I do that sometimes. And then sometimes, if I play a song and I think the chords should be different, like I'll change.
Why not?
But you know, you gotta wait till you don't have a supervisor till you do that.
So you're your own supervisor.
Exactly. Yes.
I have an idea.
Talk about it.
Like starting like doing like a relaxation thing you talked about,
Mm-hmm.
but like having the whole group kind of start with a heartbeat rhythm,
Mhm.
and then slowly adding in like the ocean drum
Okay.
Okay.
and
I just wanted to,
Sounds
because I
the
mean,
and
that,
and
I think a change of environment was
cool. Are you gonna kind of facilitate the discussion afterwards, or I mean, so they'll know what this is representative of? I mean, you don't have to, but I'm saying like,
yeah,
I mean, if you're gonna do heartbeat, it would seem.
yeah, and maybe like start it off fast and like
Yeah.
getting them to slow like
But you don't have to because it could just be like a love dove and you know you're doing some type of understanding of how breathing affects your heart or anxiety. I don't know. Whatever. I'm stealing your idea. All right, go ahead.
stealing your idea.
Yeah.
But then like having them like close their eyes, so they get the rhythm, and then having them close their eyes
Yeah.
with all the other and like focusing
Yeah.
on all those sounds together, the
Right.
ocean drum and the heartbeat.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah, I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
But the discussion thing I'll have to think about.
So you would start with a heartbeat. Would you start just modeling, or would you sell them anything prior to, or
I
just
think
start?
I do remember, yeah, I must
I
have
was
like,
thinking just starting them playing.
Okay, okay.
And modeling the heartbeat and having them join in with me.
Right.
And so everybody's starting out playing the
You
heartbeat.
could even, if you want to do it non-verbally and you want to show them it's a heartbeat, you can just do this. Everybody do this.
Yeah.
And then
And then move it
take
to the drum.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah.
take it to the drum. Sounds
Take
like
it to the drum.
yeah, it sounds like a, take it to the, what is that? Does it
Oh.
sound familiar to you?
Yeah, it does.
Sounds like some
Take it
cue,
from the top, no.
like a cue in a drum, as a facilitator.
It sounds like some, like TV.
Take it to the drum.
Yeah.
Kick it through, kick it through. And we
You
laugh.
just did some,
I just wish I could be that animated.
Well, that's the thing. When you do a corporate drum circle,
You have to
you
be.
gotta get some energy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just trying to model that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was good, I had fun.
Well,
Yeah. So that's my idea so far.
Okay.
That's what's been going
Hey.
on in here.
right. I mean, if you want to do a whole type nonverbal thing, I mean, you could do that. I mean, if you wanted to add some anxiety in there,
Thanks.
and then
And then
have them play it faster, and you could have somebody come in and role play and talk about just two people come in and say, "Oh my gosh, oh I have a test and it's late. Oh I'm gonna be late," and then you say, and then you just cue a faster heartbeat, right? And then after they are anxious as a group for a while,
That's when he does
you
the
know,
theme song.
bringing up an ocean drum, and then just little by little, slowly. I mean, that's just how I want.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to do that.
No, but it,
I call
him Dave Chappelle.
I'm saying, I'm giving you options like if you don't want to talk a lot,
yeah.
but you can
Sounds like a
still
character.
make transfers.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sorry. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, so here's that book, Addison, that a lot of the classes based on.
Okay. I want a little one. Yes?
Seems like so long ago that we had lab.
Hold on, I think
It's a great drama. Yeah. 16 inches. Good size. Did you?
that sound like bothers me. It gets
How did it
me.
go?
Good.
Like when it's really fast.
Yeah.
It's really.
Today was my first day. Like,
I was gonna hit it after
Today was my first day of doing voice lessons.
Yeah.
Long stimulation
So,
going on.
Jessica.
Did you
I'm
email
not
her?
those people that
I faced it
So, like,
Okay.
one of them wasn't there, but we did,
Which I kind of
I
changed
called
on her
music
to
and we did like
already.
a shaker.
I don't like the second time
And we
just
did
as
stuff
much.
like that. And then I had her like change the drum.
Yeah, what?
I had her like imitate instruments on the drum. I had her like start a drum beat and then like I kind of improv.
But they responded well?
Yeah, she responded really well. And then I did stuff like I was like, my name is Brittany. And I was like, what's your name? And she like would do her name. And I was like, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's really good. Like she, I don't know what kind of disability in particular she has, but she does that very well. Like she's probably I know.
Love it.
I didn't even see it. It's out there.
This song is in the
I'm
key.
aware. It's down or autism have it.
Oh,
So
Like
like,
they
I'll go and
it.
practice it.
Yeah.
I'll also use a capo so I can actually, because when I practice, I practice
No,
with the
Julia.
original recording.
I think that helps.
So I can sing it.